We've come to the San Diego Zoo Safari Park, a world leader in helping to save species on the brink of extinction.
Here, the dedicated team of wildlife care specialists and scientists work to protect more than 3,000 rare and endangered animals.
And they have plenty of jobs lined up for us to do.
Perhaps one of their greatest success stories is the recovery of a bird local to this area of America, the awesome California condor. And right now, it's feeding time.
We have some trout, we have some ground beef, and they are gonna love it. Hey. Native Americans call these thunderbirds because they believe that their wings created the thunder and their red eyes created the lightning.
Sadly, as a result of habitat loss and hunting, there were just 22 California condors left in the wild in the 1980s. But today, that number has grown to more than 300, and Ron, who I like to call Rondor the Condor King, has helped hand-rear more than 140 chicks before releasing them into the wild.
I feel like a professor.
Dr. Cam?
What do you think? Do I suit the doctor vibe?
I'm all dressed up to get hands-on with one very precious condor egg.
And just lift?
Pretty dense an egg. Just keep that other hand on top. There you go. And if you do drop it, it'll be the first time in 50 years we've had a... Just kidding.
Please don't say that.
Counter.
You should never pick up bird eggs in the wild, but under Ron's supervision, we can check the growth and development of the unborn chick through its shell without harming it by holding it up to a special light.
There you go. Wow. To see the membranes moving in there while the chick is kicking. There's the body.
This is incredible. Right now, this California condor embryo is only 5 to 6 centimeters, but when it's fully grown, it will have a wingspan of 3 meters. That is a lot bigger than me. I can't believe I'm holding a California condor egg. Kind of emotional. I feel like I could cry right now.
Once hatched, the condor chick will be hand-fed for around 150 days, which is just what Ron is doing with another endangered bird, a 25-day-old Lappet-faced vulture. So the chicks don't grow too attached to humans before being released into the wild, an unusual gadget is used.
What's really cool is that they actually use a puppet to feed the chick.
Just hold the stick and just, you'll feel a little lever to move the head.
It's wicked. We have to turn the lights off, pretty much so the chick just doesn't see us. And all it sees is its mum.
In the wild, adult vultures and condors are both scavengers, preferring to eat dead animals such as deer, cattle, and even fish. Unlike a feathered head, their bald heads prevent rotting food from sticking to them as they eat.
That was amazing. I can't believe it. Aaron and Tyler are gonna be so envious. I can't wait to tell them.
Well, if that wasn't exhilarating enough, there's just one last thing I want to do. I'm about to get a California condor's view over the safari park.
Wow. And we're gonna step on to block number 2 right here. And 3, 2, and 1, have fun.
Amazingly, condors can soar more than 100 times higher than I am now. That's a dizzying 2.5 miles above the ground. What a view that must be. That was epic.
The team here at the 1-Zoo-3 Zoo works super hard to ensure all of our young ones have the very best start in life. But we also support conservation projects around the world for animals who might be in need of extra help. Cam recently travelled to Cambodia in Southeast Asia, where he caught up with a very special project which rescues orphaned animals.
So behind me is the wildlife nursery, and it is absolutely incredible. This is where a lot of the rescued orphans come in.
Like this very hungry macaque,
Look at you storing them all.
who can't get enough of those nuts. In Cambodia, like many other countries, it's illegal to trade or keep wild animals as pets. Sadly, the nursery receives dozens of rescue call-outs every year, with Alicia and the team currently looking after around 1,200 animals.
Many animals require feeds every 2 hours, including through the night, so we keep them in this section here. The keeper will stay in the room just behind. They can then feed them easily all through the night.
One of the latest rescues is this 3-month-old Jermaine's silver langur monkey.
The rescue team kept hearing the noises from the langur. She was actually rescued from the house next door to the office, and they got confirmation that she was indeed a langur, and they could go round and confiscate her.
Which is good news because primates are highly intelligent and social wild animals. If they are kept as pets, it's often in unsuitable conditions and isolated from others of their species. Thanks to the work of Alicia and the team, it's hoped these beautiful animals may eventually be released back into the wild to live their very best life.
A few months ago, we welcomed sun bears Kyra and Indira into their new shared home here at the zoo. Sun bears are the smallest bear species in the world. As we had never cared for them before, we wanted to find out as much as possible about this amazing species. So I went on a conservation fact-finding mission to Southeast Asia to see how they are being protected in the wild.
So I've just touched down in Malaysian Borneo, and I'm here at the Bornean Sun Bear Conservation Centre. I'm going to be seeing firsthand the work that they're doing to rescue, rehabilitate and release sun bears back to the wild.
This forest sanctuary is home to 44 sun bears, and it was all set up 15 years ago by our good friend Dr. Wong Ciu, or as he likes to be known, Wildlife Wong.
Hey.
Hey, Cameron.
Good to see you.
Lots of bears are like basking under the sun. You can see how shiny is their coat.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
The sun bear's name comes from the pale horseshoe shape on their chests, which is said to resemble the setting or rising sun, and no two markings are the same. Sadly, in the wild, these beautiful bears are threatened with extinction.
Their threats include things such as habitat loss and also the illegal pet trade. Cubs are sadly taken from their mothers and sold as pets.
But there is hope. Here at the sanctuary, the rescued sun bears are fed 4 times a day and given lots of natural enrichment.
Their favorite is, of course, the banana. Sweet, soft, and least favorite is sweet potato. Okay. I have to feed them with sweet potato first. Okay, you go and have your sweet potato.
That's a great tip. I'll try that with our sun bears. So far, Dr. Wong has successfully released 12 sun bears back into the wild.
It's very sad that obviously they're rescued from the illegal wildlife trade, but it's also really good to know that they're in incredible care here. And they're all in such great condition. They really are happy little bears.
Recently, Cam was in Cambodia in Southeast Asia, where he caught up with just one of these animals.
Today, I get to meet a very special Asian elephant. His name is Chhouk. He's 17, and he has a prosthetic foot. Chhouk had his lower leg amputated after being caught in a poacher's snare when he was just 1 year old. He was found malnourished and wandering the forest alone by the Wildlife Alliance, who brought him here to their rescue centre, where experts fitted him with his very own prosthetic limb. He gets a new foot every 6 months, so 2 feet a year, which is made from tyres and hard plastic and foam, and puts his foot straight in like so, and then they Velcro it up just like this, and he's able to walk and run around without pain, which is just epic.
Asian elephants are smaller than their African cousins, and with only around 500 left in Cambodia, protecting the remaining animals is crucial.
Obviously, Chhouk is still growing, and it's going to be quite some time before he actually stops growing. So we're going to change his foot over, which is going to be really amazing to see.
First, the keepers prepare the foot to make sure it's nice and clean. A special sleeve helps to prevent any rubbing or irritation. And then the big moment has arrived.
Good boy.
His new recycled limb should help Chhouk walk for the next 6 months, after which it will be replaced. Thanks to the amazing work here at the rescue centre, he's able to live as near a normal life as possible. How brilliant is that? We're going through the Cardamom Mountains to the wildlife release station. I was not expecting a journey like this. It's a bit of an epic adventure, but I can't wait to get there. We're on our way to a protected facility to meet a very special animal and deliver a midnight snack.
So it's about 9 p.m. and we're just on our way through the forest.
I'm here with a very important rescue team.
Wow.
Many people have never heard of pangolins, but there are actually 8 species of them living across Africa and Asia. Pangolins are said to be the most trafficked mammal in the world. They're hunted for their meat and their scales, which are falsely believed to have medicinal properties.
It's just tucking into the ants and the termites. They have these incredibly long tongues and very messy eaters.
When fully stretched out, pangolins' tongues measure up to 40 centimetres. That's longer than their whole body.
So this is a cinder pangolin, and sadly, her back left leg was caught in a snare. She's being cared for here. It's really rewarding to see the good work being done to protect this species.
In exciting news, Chanti has given birth to a pango pup. Not only are the team rescuing and releasing pangolins, but they're also breeding them. When ready, these pango pups will also be released into the wild. It's a crucial step towards keeping the species alive.
Recently, Cam travelled over 6,000 miles to Cambodia in Southeast Asia.
So we're just driving to the Phnom Penh Wildlife Rescue Centre, which is 40 kilometres south of Phnom Penh, which is the capital of Cambodia. And I'm super excited. We have a really cool day planned.
I'm hoping to meet a very special and very big animal.
We're just trekking through the bush, and we're on a bit of an adventure. Literally just over there.
This is Lucky. She's an Asian elephant. Unfortunately, her parents were killed when she was just 6 months old. But luckily, she was rescued by the team here.
She's just having a morning walk. She gets 2 a day. There's 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. And she pretty much just free roams around the forest around me in here. And she's speedy. I mean, we're trying to keep up with her. They should probably change her name to Speedy instead of Lucky.
Asian elephants are endangered, as many of the forests where they live have been cut down or broken up by cities, farms, and roads. The males are sadly also hunted for their tusks.
Hey, Lucky.
She is protected here by a dedicated team. Vut works at the rescue centre and has watched Lucky grow up.
So I have a photo album that is back in 1999 when Lucky was 6 months old. And you can see Lucky right now is 23 years old, completely different from the photo.
When she arrived, like all babies, Lucky needed lots of care and attention and drank over 40 litres of milk every day. Thanks to all this hard work and devotion, Lucky has a bright future. With only around 500 elephants left in Cambodia, dedication like this really is making a positive difference.